Today we're going to talk about 5 things that really don't matter when you're buying a used vehicle. So the first thing that doesn't matter when purchasing a vehicle, and obviously this is to a certain extent, right, is the year of the vehicle. And what I mean by that is a 2018 vehicle that's well maintained can be just as reliable, if not more so, than a 2023 that is not maintained. So the word maintain is a term in used cars that we really have to consider because it's very, very important to maintain your vehicle. Oil changes, simple tune-ups, tire rotations, simple maintenance things matter when you're purchasing a used vehicle. So the second thing that we want to talk about is mileage. Now, again, a well-maintained vehicle with, let's just say, 170,000 miles is going to be a lot better off than a vehicle that has only 70,000 miles, but maybe they haven't done an oil change, maybe they haven't changed the filter. Again, maintenance, very important when buying a used vehicle. Now, the third thing that's really not as important as people make it out to be is brand popularity. The new hot car or the most popular car might not necessarily be the car for you. We have to be very budget conscious and understand that when purchasing a used vehicle, we want to keep in mind what our budget is. It's very important. The fourth thing that you don't really have to worry much about is cosmetic imperfections. Now, I know this is a really big one for some people. I always tell people, if you put lipstick on a pig, guess what? It's still a pig. So, a scratch, a ding, a dent is going to happen with every vehicle, but that doesn't necessarily affect how the vehicle rides. The basic brains and guts of the vehicle, which is the engine and transmission, is probably the most important thing when purchasing a used vehicle, not how it looks. So the fifth and final thing is having all of the upgrades. The sunroof, the leather, the heated seats. Reliability is far more important than having all the extra stuff. What matters most when purchasing a used vehicle is affordability, reliability, and peace of mind. Those 3 things will take you a whole lot further than having all those extra features.